Transformers movie series has captured the hearts of audiences worldwide with its epic battles between Autobots and Decepticons. Unlike the early 2000s Bayverse films, this time around, the story takes place in the 90s. This means that the Transformers arrived on Earth several years earlier than in the Bayverse movies. But set before the previous installments, today we will dive deep into how the movie was made and what technological marvels made it a reality. Welcome to Galore Test. Let's take a peek behind the scenes and discover what went into bringing together this thrilling franchise sequel. Transformers Rise of the Beasts had a big budget, costing around $200 million, but when it hit the theaters, it didn't do as well as they hoped. After all, it's Transformers. It should have been a massive hit. Critics were of mixed opinions. The movie made $430 million worldwide, which might sound like a lot, but for a big movie like this, quite the opposite. It's currently the lowest grossing movie in the whole Transformers series. Some folks thought it was too long, and some thought the pacing was off. Plus, they didn't think the actors did their best, so it became a massive disappointment at the box office.
Will be consumed.
Maybe there's another way to save our home.
But let's talk about why we're here. Instead of Industrial Light and Magic this time, the folks behind the movie's stunning visual effects were the talented teams at Moving Picture Company and GtE&x. MPC, a visual effects studio, played a crucial role in bringing the movie to life. They had a massive team of over 1,000 artists and production crew members spread across their studios, and together, they crafted an impressive 896 shots, including 18 characters like RC, Bumblebee, Mirage, Optimus Primal, Optimus Prime, Rhinox, Scourge, and the planet-eating Unicron. Heading this visual effects extravaganza was Gary Brozenich, the film's overall VFX supervisor, who collaborated closely with MPC's VFX supervisors and their producers. In 2021, they had detailed meetings with the filmmakers to plan how to turn director Stephen Cable Jr.'s vision into a reality. MPC's on-set team traveled to various locations like Montreal, New York, and even Peru to gather essential data for their VFX magic. Meanwhile, back in LA, MPC's visualization team worked alongside the director and VFX supervisor to create previews for many film sequences, ensuring a seamless transition into the world of stunning visual effects. GtE&x emerged as the perfect choice for bringing the larger-than-life robotic primates to life. With an impressive track record, including iconic projects like King Kong, The Jungle Book, Planet of the Apes trilogy, and even The Umbrella Academy, they have a rich history of working with primates in all shapes and sizes. However, crafting robotic apes was a bit tricky. A significant hurdle with robotic creatures lies in their flexibility because their surfaces tend to be rigid, so the characters of Apeling and Primal, resembling gorillas in physical stature, demanded both bulk and agility. Gorilla's shoulders, prominently featured in most scenes, require fluid movement for actions like talking, reaching, running, swinging, and even fighting. But because the shoulders were formed from single rigid metallic domes, there was no room for faking malleability. GtE&x tackled this challenge by effectively disconnecting the shoulders from the arms and neck for a precise manipulation tailored to each action. When it comes to facial animation, GtE&x once again takes the lead, but the challenge in this movie was to work with hard surfaces and make them look like flesh. They did it by using their existing FAC's pipeline and employing the GenMan human face as a foundation for the robotic primate faces. But imagine it like this: a human face transformed to fit within the interior structure of a colossal robot ape face, and then painted a dark metallic color to hide it. Sounds scary, right? But it was necessary, and on top of that, they layered hundreds of individual pieces that form the exterior face of Apeling and Primal. This technique worked, and the result was remarkably expressive performances, which isn't usual in Transformers movies. However, a challenge arose in managing the numerous intersections between the rigid face pieces and the underlying flesh driver face, which didn't naturally stick to collision principles. The solution to that involves a meticulous final cleanup pass, where the facial animation team manipulate the face pieces like a game of Jenga, but the final result? The amazing and emotional opening sequence featuring Apeling and Primal. which was also quite engaging for a robotic character, much like flesh-based characters. The characters' transformations are truly a testament to innovation and attention to detail. Each transformation is one-of-a-kind masterpiece designed without a blueprint, which means they had to give a lot of creativity. To ensure that every angle and movement appeared cool, the creators gave full control over every aspect of the characters. Panels, pistons, screws, springs, and more were made modular in terms of position, scale, and visibility. They even came up with a technique called mesh tools that enables on-the-fly manipulation of any character component beyond what was originally in the puppet model. This freedom allows animators to bring to life all the small transformations without any constraints. Being able to show that Prime's arms snugly fit into his chassis at a 90-degree angle, how Bumblebee's feet seamlessly form from the Chimera's rear with a simple 90-degree rotation, or showing Primal's legs rotating 180 degrees during his transition from beast to robot. These transformations, all of it helps to give that feeling that it's actually possible. Plus, it also fulfills that childhood wonder that we all have, imagining that the arms are hidden somewhere here, or the head is tucked inside there. Now let's talk about Noah's exosuit, which has nearly 1,000 individually animated parts. These transformation shots were undeniably among Ueda's most challenging tasks for the project. Unlike the final appearance, constructing the suit presents an open creative canvas since it incorporated very few actual parts from Mirage. But it was crucial to convey that these pieces originated from Mirage's body, even though parts of the exosuit were hidden within Mirage, ready to emerge and integrate with Noah. Once key components reached Noah, they were able to grow other pieces into their place. But the final battle in the movie is mostly CGI. While a few parts were filmed in Iceland, most of it was created on the computer. And one thing that made it tricky was lighting, because there weren't real shots to guide them. There's a full CGI shot at the end of the battle that lasts 23 seconds. It looked so good that they almost used the whole thing in the first trailer to get everyone hyped. The movie was filmed using a combination of cameras, including the Arri Alexa Mini LF, the Panavision Panaspeed, the Primo 70, and VA lenses. These high-quality cameras and lenses help capture the stunning visuals and dynamic scenes that make the film a visual spectacle. The Transformers movies, like many big-budget visual effects-heavy films, have used a variety of VFX softwares to bring all the action to life in the past. And this time around, we are sure that Autodesk Maya and Autodesk 3ds Max must have been used. Autodesk Maya is extensively used to create VFX by application of 3D movements, rendering highlights, and their display. But another major aspect to this film was creating the movie's environments, which was handled by MPC's talented environments team. They had to build various large-scale, full CGI and digital set extensions, including lush jungle scenes, towering mountain ranges, and bustling cityscapes. The trickiest one was transforming present-day New York City into its 1994 counterpart. To achieve this, they crafted a vast computer-generated Manhattan using old photos and footage from the early 90s as references. The iconic Williamsburg Bridge, a prominent feature in the scenes where Noah meets the Autobots, played a crucial role in the transformation. The team scanned and photographed it to ensure accuracy in their build. Although the movie was made with so much detail, we can't really call it a massive success. It's a surprise that it has performed so poorly and it didn't receive as much positive response as Bumblebee. The movie's ending teased a crossover between Transformers and G.I. Joe, but there's a slight chance of that never seeing the light of day. Why? It may become too expensive and wouldn't be worth the risk, and smaller budgets can be disastrous for the film's overall quality. Let's see what the future of Transformers franchise will be. Alright, so who's a Bumblebee fan in here? Or perhaps Optimus Prime? Did you watch it in the theater? Tell us in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more interesting Galore Text videos. Thanks for watching.